Top 10 Deadliest Natural Phenomenon Ever. Before we start, I want you to hit that red subscribe button so that you never miss out on any of our videos. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back. Thousands of people are affected every year by floods and droughts, reminding us of how dangerous these natural phenomena are. But there are some catastrophic phenomena you may have never heard of.
Oh my God, I can't believe I actually got it!
The world has seen numerous disasters over time. Some of them made history due to their devastating effects. Here are the top 10 deadliest natural phenomenon ever. Number 10. Milky Sea. Covering 70% of the Earth's surface, the experts think that only about 2 to 5% of our underwater world has been explored thoroughly. Legendary adventure writer Jules Verne invented many things for his work, but one of these things he did and did not invent is the phenomena of the Milky Sea, a phenomenon that sees water light up in an inhuman glow.
Wow!
The patch of ocean measuring the same size as Connecticut was pretty much unknown until 2005. But as far as 1870, Jules Verne was writing about it. He describes it as a large expanse of white wavelets often to be seen on the coast of Buenaventura. Later, he describes these effects as being caused by luminous worm known as infusoria. People take a closer look at it and find themselves falling into the cold blue deep water. This is truly a life-taking disaster. Beware. Number 9. Global warming. For 2.5 million years, the Earth's climate has fluctuated, cycling from ice ages to warmer periods. But in the last century, the climate's temperature has risen unusually fast. It has risen about 1.2 to 1.5 degrees Fahrenheit. Scientists believe that it is human activity that is driving the temperature up. The process is known as global warming. Ever since the Industrial Revolution began, factories, power plants, and eventually cars have burned fossil fuels such as oils, releasing huge amounts of carbon dioxide and other gases into the atmosphere. These greenhouse gases trap heat near the Earth through a naturally occurring process called the greenhouse effect. The greenhouse effect begins with the sun and the energy it radiates to the Earth. The Earth and the atmosphere absorb some of the energy, while the rest is radiated back into space. Naturally occurring gases trap some of the energy, warming up the Earth, which has disastrous effects. Number 8. Fire tornado. Yeah, it sounds like a really fun thing, but they're not fun at all. A single fire tornado can cause miles and miles of devastation that can never be undone. It is a whirling twist of hot air that sucks the flames up and turns itself into a towering, blazing whirlwind. They are very dangerous. They are generally found amid wildfires, but that does not necessarily have to be the case. They are, however, dangerous in just about every way possible. For example, in 1923 in Japan, it led to almost 38,000 casualties. Number 7. Sea foams. Sea foam is a natural ocean phenomenon involving the formation of a white lather substance that floats on the surface of the water and accumulates on the shores of the sea. In several parts of the world, the formation of sea foam is seen and continues to intrigue people even today. The town of Yamba has been put on the global map by this phenomenon, attracting tourists and enthusiasts from all over, not only from other parts of Australia, but also from other countries. However, one example of the formation of sea foam is the formation of foam on the sea on the coast of Yamba. The phenomenon is not indigenous to one place and can be created anywhere in the world. Number 6. Avalanches. Avalanches, falling masses of snow and ice, pose a danger to those on the mountainsides. Beautiful to witness from afar. Because of their speed and seemingly unpredictability, they can be lethal. Humans cause 90% of avalanche hazards, with as many as 40 casualties per year in North America. Climbers, skiers, and snowmobilers are the majority. In the backcountry, learning about avalanches and the factors that trigger them will help individuals recreate more easily. The avalanche formula can sound straightforward: a mountain slope and a dense layer of snow. Yet Simon Troutman, a U.S. avalanche researcher, the National Avalanche Center and Northwest Avalanche Center of the Forest Service in Washington, say it's a trifecta that triggers avalanches, landscape, snowpack, and weather conditions. They arrive in numerous forms. There are tiny slides of powdery snow that travel downhill as a formless mass. Number 5. Landsliding. The movement of a mass of rock, debris, or earth down a slope is known as a landslide. Landslides are a form of mass wasting, which, under the direct control of gravity, signifies any downslope motion of soil and rock. 5 modes of slope movement include the word landslide: slips, topples, drops, spreads, and flows. These are further subdivided by the geological material type: bedrock, debris, or earth. Examples of different forms of landslides include rubble flows, commonly called mudflows or mudslides, and rockfalls. There are several reasons for nearly every landslide. Slope displacement happens as a downslope force, primarily due to gravity, outweighs the power of the components of the earth that make up the slope. Factors that increase the effects of downslope forces and factors that lead to low or diminished intensity include causes. Landslides can be initiated by flooding, snow melting, water level changes, stream depletion, groundwater changes, earthquakes, volcanic activities, human activity, disruptions, or some mixture of these cause landsliding. While it has taken many lives, it can take your life too. Landsliding is more dangerous than you think. Number 4. Ice tsunami. Ice tsunamis are occasional but well-documented occurrences. Ice tsunamis are being researched as far back as 1822, according to Michael Greshko of National Geographic, when an American naturalist reported on rocks on level ground. Today, we know that when 3 factors are in motion, ice tsunamis begin to happen. In springtime, the phenomenon is most frequent, as ice that surrounds vast bodies of water tends to thaw but is not yet melted. If strong winds then blow through the area, they can push the ice towards the water's edge. And winds in the Lake Erie region were indeed quite powerful, reaching hurricane-like speeds of up to 74 miles per hour. A gently sloping shoreline is the third condition. The gentler the angle, the less opposition the ice faces as it gathers up and drives inland. All 3 conditions are deadly enough to eradicate you. Number 3. Submarine volcanoes. We have spent so much time freaking out about land volcanoes that we never took a look at the volcanoes lurking underwater. It is still unbelievable to notice that the entire phenomenon is designed to demolish us. Some of the most productive volcanoes on the Earth lie deep underwater, and many under 8,500 feet of water to be specific. These submarine volcanoes produce around 75% of the world's annual output of magma. It is all of that magma and lava that provide the world's most unusual ecosystems with chemicals. Believe it or not, they are productive and so helpful, which is a rare combination. Submarine volcanoes are the consequences of an underwater eruption. If an average of 4,000 volcanoes per million square kilometers is extrapolated to the Pacific Ocean floor, there are more than 1 million submerged volcanoes. Of these volcanoes, maybe as many as 75,000 climbs over half a mile above the ocean floor. Number 2. Waterspout. The wind and the storm caused it to burn and come down like a tornado. It is water. In the Caribbean Sea, it came in the cold swirls around and flipped a sailboat. Although it was very tiny, it broke the boat apart. From its name alone, you know the waterspout is probably not going to be pleasant. But the reality is even worse, if you can believe that. It is a tornado that forms over water. It shares all of the same fundamentals as a land-based tornado, only this one is often accomplished by thunderstorms, high winds, violent seas, large hails, and some very dangerous lightning. Although it is terrible news for boats, there are reports of ships being sunk by waterspouts throughout history, making this one of the most catastrophic natural phenomena. It is never a pleasant encounter and often results in destruction or a casualty. Number 1. Brinicles. We didn't make this one up. The brinicle is real and pretty much fatal for anyone who happens to get caught in it. Right about now, below the frozen surface of the Arctic Ocean, a column of salty liquid is flash freezing the water around it, creating a tube of ice that can grow fast enough to be observed in real time. As it stretches down, maybe as much as several meters, the fragile, frozen dagger will make contact with the seafloor. Here, it will create a fast-growing web of ice that can trap and freeze any aquatic life that is too slow to get out of its way. The otherworldly-sounding formation has been called the icicles of death, but scientists know it as a brinicle, and it is cool. Unless, of course, you happen to get caught under one, in which case it is very cold. This brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss any of our videos in the future. Also, watch the 2 videos that are on your screen because I'm sure you'll love them. With that, I'll see you in the next video.